Have you ever noticed that your balance isn't quite what it used to be, but you can't figure out why? It doesn't always start with a fall. It often begins with small, almost unnoticeable things, like holding onto the wall while getting dressed, feeling a bit unsteady stepping off a curb, or taking shorter steps on uneven ground. Over time, these little signs of imbalance grow into a real fear of falling, and before you know it, it starts affecting your confidence and independence. But here's the thing most people don't talk about. Balance doesn't disappear overnight. In fact, it slowly fades away because of 5 very preventable mistakes that many of us unknowingly make as we age. These aren't just minor issues. They are quietly chipping away at your stability every day. And the best part? Once you know what these mistakes are, you can stop the decline and, in many cases, even reverse it. So, if you're someone over 60 who wants to stay steady on your feet without hesitation or fear, stick around. We're not just pointing out what's going wrong. We're giving you real, practical ways to fix it starting today. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge you need to regain your balance, boost your confidence, and move through life with ease. Don't wait for a fall to be your wake-up call. Let's dive in and make today the day you start taking back your balance. Now that we've covered the importance of ankle and foot strength, let's move on to the second mistake that many older adults make when it comes to balance: avoiding balance training altogether. At first glance, avoiding balance exercises might seem harmless, even sensible. After all, if you're being cautious and not taking any risks, you might assume that you're doing your best to prevent falls. But here's the truth. Balance, like any other skill, requires regular practice to maintain. If you don't challenge your balance, it will slowly deteriorate. It's not unlike any other part of your body. If you don't use it, you lose it. And when it comes to balance, that means your muscles, joints, and even your nervous system won't respond the way they should when you need them most. Let's consider the story of Linda, a 73-year-old woman I worked with. Linda had always been active in her younger years, but as she aged, she found herself becoming more cautious. "I just try not to move too fast anymore," she told me. "I thought I was being safe, but I didn't realize how much it was affecting me." When we did a simple balance test, standing with her feet close together and walking heel to toe down the hallway, she was shocked at how unstable she felt. "I had no idea I'd lost that," she said. "I thought I was just being careful, but now I see I've been playing it too safe." Linda's experience is far from unique. Over time, many older adults start to avoid activities that challenge their balance, thinking it's safer to walk slowly or stay away from uneven ground. The problem with this approach is that it creates a dangerous feedback loop. The more you avoid challenging your balance, the worse it gets. It's not that you're less cautious, you're simply weakening the very systems that keep you steady. In fact, studies show that balance training significantly reduces the risk of falls. According to the National Institute on Aging, balance training exercises like standing on one foot or practicing Tai Chi can improve strength, stability, and posture, all of which are key components of good balance. The CDC also reports that regular physical activity, including balance exercises, can help prevent falls in older adults by improving mobility, flexibility, and strength. It's clear, without training, your balance won't improve on its own. But here's the encouraging part. It's never too late to start. You don't need to go to a gym or use fancy equipment. Balance exercises can be done in the comfort of your home, and they don't take up much time. You can start with small, simple exercises like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, doing gentle Tai Chi movements, or even walking in a straight line with your arms extended. These may seem small, but they activate the neural pathways between your brain and body, helping to retrain your muscles and joints to respond quickly to changes in position. Over time, these small challenges add up, and you'll begin to feel more stable on your feet. The benefits aren't just physical, they're emotional too. A person with good balance walks taller, with more confidence, and isn't afraid to reach for something on a high shelf or step off a curb without hesitation. When your balance improves, your mental outlook changes too. You start trusting your body again, and that trust boosts your confidence in all areas of life. Think about it. How much more freedom would you have if you could move through your day without worrying about falling or hesitating before every step? You could enjoy the simple pleasures, walking through the park, running errands, playing with your grandkids, all without second-guessing yourself. But if you've been avoiding balance exercises out of fear or habit, know that your body is still trainable. Even in your 70s or 80s, your brain and muscles can be retrained to work together. It's just a matter of starting with small, intentional steps. Don't wait until you've had a fall to wake up to the importance of balance. You can start now, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. In fact, the best time to train your balance was 10 years ago, but the second best time is today. Take Linda's story as a reminder. Sometimes the safest thing you can do is challenge your balance. So make the choice to start practicing today. It doesn't matter how small the steps are, just keep moving forward. And as you do, you'll find that your confidence will grow, your balance will improve, and most importantly, you'll reclaim your independence. Now, let's move on to the third mistake many older adults make when it comes to balance: using improper or unstable footwear at home. It might seem like a minor issue at first. Maybe you think wearing socks around the house or using slippers is just a comfortable choice. But in reality, the wrong footwear can make you less stable and more prone to falls, especially when you're walking on smooth floors like hardwood or tile. Our feet are the foundation of our balance. If you're wearing shoes with worn-out soles, slippers that easily slip off, or walking barefoot on slippery floors, your feet simply can't do their job properly. Without the right grip, support, and stability, even simple movements become risky. Now, let me introduce you to Jack, a 79-year-old man who thought walking around in socks was harmless. "I didn't think much of it until one evening," he told me. "I slipped on a rug and nearly fell. It wasn't the rug, it was my socks." Jack didn't realize how much traction he was losing by wearing socks on smooth floors. He thought it was just a small thing, but it turned out to be a wake-up call. Slipping is a real danger, especially when your shoes aren't giving you the proper support. The wrong footwear doesn't just reduce traction, it can also affect your posture and the way your body moves. For example, high-heeled shoes or shoes with too much cushioning can make it harder to feel the ground beneath you, which is essential for maintaining balance. When your feet lose direct contact with the surface you're walking on, your brain has a harder time making quick adjustments to keep you upright. According to the National Institutes of Health, more than 3 million older adults are treated in emergency departments every year for fall-related injuries. One of the biggest contributing factors to these falls is wearing improper footwear. Studies have shown that wearing shoes with proper support can significantly reduce the risk of falling. So, what should you wear instead? The best footwear for preventing falls is shoes with a flat sole, good arch support, and a non-slip grip. Look for shoes designed specifically for older adults, or even just a good supportive sneaker. For indoor use, you might want to try slip-resistant socks or non-slip house slippers that fit securely on your feet. It's not just about how your shoes look, it's about how they help keep you steady. Wearing the right footwear can have a profound effect on your stability and confidence. When you choose shoes that support your feet and provide a solid grip, you're giving your body the foundation it needs to move safely. A small change like this can have a huge impact on your overall balance, confidence, and safety. If you've been wearing slippers or socks around the house, it's time for a change. Check your shoes regularly. Make sure they fit well, provide the support you need, and give you a stable, non-slip base for walking. Your feet deserve better, and by making this simple change, you can help prevent falls and regain your confidence in moving around your home. Remember, the right footwear isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for keeping you safe and steady. This is one of those easy fixes that can make a world of difference. Now, let's talk about the fourth mistake many older adults make when it comes to balance: relying too much on furniture, walls, or other objects for support while walking around the house. It might feel safer to grab onto the counter or lean on the wall when you're moving from one room to another. After all, it's a natural instinct to reach out for something that seems like it will steady you. However, this dependence on external support actually harms your balance over time. When you constantly rely on walls or furniture for stability, you're not allowing your body to engage its own muscles for balance. You're not challenging your core, leg, and hip muscles to do the work they're meant to do. This makes them weaker and less responsive, leaving you more vulnerable to instability. Let's consider the case of Sarah, a 75-year-old woman I worked with. For years, Sarah had used her cane to help her move around her home, thinking it was an essential tool for maintaining balance. But after a few sessions of balance exercises, she realized something important. "I didn't even realize how much I was relying on the walls," she told me. "At first, I thought the cane was just a helpful tool, but it had become my crutch." Sarah's experience is a common one. We often don't realize how much we lean on external supports until we try to move without them. The problem is, when we lean on furniture or other objects, we're not letting our muscles strengthen. The very muscles that should be keeping us stable, those in our legs, hips, and core, become lazy. They stop reacting quickly when there's a sudden shift in weight or direction, and this makes it harder to move freely, which in turn makes us more likely to fall. Research shows that using external support too often can actually make balance worse in the long run. According to a study published by the National Institutes of Health, older adults who rely on assistive devices like canes or walkers too frequently can experience decreased muscle strength and a decline in functional mobility. The study found that those who stopped using these supports for short periods, even in the comfort of their own home, showed improvements in their overall balance and strength. This doesn't mean that assistive devices are bad or unnecessary. They can certainly help when used correctly. But if you rely on them too much, it can lead to a weakening of your body's natural ability to stabilize itself. So how can you break this habit and regain your natural balance? Start by practicing walking across your living room without holding on to anything. It may feel a bit wobbly at first, but that's okay. Try to take a few steps without grabbing for the nearest chair or countertop. If you start to feel unstable, grab onto something for support, but then try again. Over time, gradually increase the distance you walk without holding on to anything. You'll be surprised at how quickly your body adapts. Each time you take a step without leaning on anything, you're training your body to rely on its own strength and stability. This simple act of walking without external support can help you build confidence, strengthen your muscles, and improve your overall balance. It's about trust, trusting your body to do the job it was designed to do. And the more you trust it, the stronger it will get. You can also practice standing without holding on. Start by standing with your feet close together and holding that position for a few seconds. Then, try to balance on one foot. As you build confidence, you can try these exercises with your eyes closed or on uneven surfaces to further challenge your balance. Remember, every time you practice without relying on support, you're helping your muscles regain their strength and responsiveness. It's a simple but powerful way to improve your stability. So, the next time you catch yourself reaching for a wall or leaning on a piece of furniture, try to pause and ask yourself, "Can I do this without support?" Give it a try. Over time, you'll notice that your confidence in your ability to move without support will grow and your muscles will become stronger. And that's how you can take control of your balance and regain your independence. Now, let's move on to the fifth and final mistake that many older adults make when it comes to balance: ignoring vision and inner ear health. Most people don't realize just how critical these two factors are when it comes to maintaining balance. Your vision and inner ear, specifically the vestibular system, work together to provide your brain with essential information about where your body is in space. When one or both of these systems are compromised, your brain struggles to process where you are and how to keep you balanced. This leads to a higher risk of falls and accidents. Let me share a little story about Tom. At 80 years old, Tom was always very active and enjoyed his daily walks. But recently, he started noticing that he was stumbling more frequently, especially when walking outside or in unfamiliar places. He initially thought it was just a normal part of aging. However, when Tom went for a routine eye exam and had a hearing test, he discovered that his vision had deteriorated, and he was also experiencing some issues with his inner ear. After getting updated glasses and a hearing aid, Tom noticed a significant improvement in his balance. "I never realized how much I was missing," he said. "Once I could see and hear better, I felt like I had my balance back." Tom's experience is a powerful reminder of how much our vision and hearing contribute to our ability to stay steady on our feet. The vestibular system, located in your inner ear, is responsible for detecting changes in motion and position, while your eyes help your brain interpret these changes. If either system isn't working properly, it can cause confusion in your brain, making it harder for you to adjust to changes in direction or uneven surfaces. According to the National Institute on Aging, vision problems like cataracts, macular degeneration, and glaucoma can significantly impact balance in older adults. In fact, individuals with untreated vision issues are more likely to experience falls. Similarly, the American Hearing Association reports that hearing loss is also linked to an increased risk of falls. Research suggests that people with hearing loss are more likely to have difficulty maintaining their balance, particularly when it comes to detecting subtle changes in their surroundings. It's clear that both vision and hearing play a vital role in helping you stay balanced. So, what can you do to improve these areas and reduce your fall risk? First, it's important to have regular eye exams to catch any vision problems early. If you wear glasses, make sure they are up to date and provide you with the best possible vision. Sometimes, even small adjustments to your prescription can make a big difference in how you navigate the world. In addition to regular eye exams, it's also important to have your hearing checked. If you notice that you're having trouble hearing conversations, understanding people in noisy environments, or if you experience ringing in your ears, don't ignore it. Hearing aids can be a game changer when it comes to improving balance because they help you better detect environmental sounds, giving your brain the information it needs to stay steady. You should also be mindful of any dizziness or vertigo you might experience. Well, these can be signs of an issue with your vestibular system, and it's important to consult with a specialist if you experience these symptoms. Treating these problems early can help restore your balance and prevent falls. Simple lifestyle changes can also help support your vision and hearing. For example, making sure you're getting enough nutrients that support eye health, such as vitamin A and omega-3 fatty acids, can help protect your vision. For hearing health, avoiding excessive noise and protecting your ears from loud sounds can prevent further damage. Just as you would care for your joints or muscles, taking care of your vision and hearing is essential for maintaining balance and independence as you age. So, if you haven't had an eye or hearing exam recently, now is the time to schedule one. Paying attention to these aspects of your health can have a profound impact on your balance, safety, and overall well-being. With the right care, you'll be able to continue moving with confidence, knowing that your body and mind are working together to keep you steady on your feet. In conclusion, maintaining good balance is essential for living a confident, independent life, especially as we age. By understanding and addressing the 5 common mistakes: neglecting ankle and foot strength, avoiding balance training, wearing improper footwear, relying on external support, and ignoring vision and inner ear health, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling and improve your overall stability. The good news is that it's never too late to start making changes. Small, consistent efforts like strengthening your feet, practicing balance exercises, choosing the right shoes, and taking care of your vision and hearing can make a world of difference. Remember, it's all about taking proactive steps now to ensure that you stay steady on your feet for years to come. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and leave a comment below letting us know which tip you're most excited to try. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating content that inspires and empowers you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.